Welcome to this functional yoga and Pilates fusion class for the hips. Okay, if you would like to have a little folded blanket to sit on for some of these exercises, feel free to have that, and for the yoga poses as well. Little pillow, thin pillow would also work. So with that thin pillow underneath you, if you'd like, or blanket, plant the feet. Hands can be behind the body as we windshield wash through the legs side to side and find our breath. Next time you come over toward that right hand side, sit up nice and tall. Adjust the legs so you can feel strong here. Press through them, hands to heart center. A little movement, rotation of the sternum, side to side here. So we try to maintain a nice tall spine and press through the legs into the earth. Pause and move the head side to side. Release the jaw a little. As we work at the hips, the jaw will start to get a little bit tense. Return to center with hands behind or hands at heart center. Switch the legs. You might have one side that's a little more challenging than the other. This is my challenging side. A little rotation here. So small. The legs are active here. Pause and the head instead. Nod it side to side. Wiggle the jaw. Switch the legs again to the opposite side with or without the hands. I'm going to begin with using the hands, because this is a little more supportive. That back leg, that left leg, see if you can lift it off the earth, the whole leg, including ankle and foot, and lower. Lift and lower. Continue this and see if you can ground that other leg. The knee will want to lift. And you may want to lean. It's okay to make more space in the hip if you need it. But as much as we can, we sit up tall. Hands can be at heart center as well. This is tough, just in of itself, and awkward. One more time, lift, and with or without hands. See if you can take that leg across and return, across and return. Use one or both hands to support this action of the leg. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, cross. Stay maybe in a rotation. The leg might be here. It could be anywhere across. And then switch sides. Legs to opposite side. Adjust as you need. And hands can be on the earth or lifted. That back leg, oh, lifted up the earth. And lower. Lift and lower. Something I struggle with myself. So I'm right there with you. Okay, see how tall you can keep that spot. We have 3, 2. Last one, lift, cross it to any degree in front, and sweep it back. Cross in front, sweep it back. Let's do 3. Ooh. 2. Last one, cross wherever you land, and then rotate. toward that top leg. Then turn to the short edge of your mat, find tabletop. You can do this with or without blocks. I like blocks to compensate for some of my own limitations here. So if you have something to lift you off the earth, all the better. That right leg can slide back and draw through. Slide it back, draw through. You could lift the leg or let it slide. Press evenly through the hands here and that left shin. Belly button towards spine. Now let's see. We can draw it further forward, closer to the chest. For a lot of people, that step forward in the lunge is quite challenging. This is to help us. So if you're someone that needs your hand to help step the leg through, which is perfectly fine, but if you need that and you'd like to work on your mobility, this is a great practice here. Let's do 2. Last one, step through, rise into the low lunge, arms can circle, and hands to heart center. Perhaps lean, bend that lead knee, and come out a little, deepen, and come out. See if you can have the hips travel directly behind you. They might want to wobble side to side. Less use of the hands today. As able. 2. Last one. Nicely done. Hands can return to blocks or floor here. See if you can draw that leg through, less scraping than I did. Lengthen the leg out, then rebend and circles with the hip. See if you can slow these down, keeping the spine neutral. Can yourself work harder. Reverse directions. Look for any sticky spots. Let's do 3. 2. Last one. And again, try to draw that leg through. And rise, arms circle. And lean, deepen the bend if you'd like, and come out a little. Deepen and come out. Press through lead foot. Knee tracks in line with second and third toe. One more. Hands down, leg sweeps back. And find downward facing dog, with or without the blocks. Lower those knees, chest through the arms. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just a little flow here in between. Roll forward, knees down, chest through arms, hips back, and lift them into downward facing dog. Last time. Nice work. Back into your tabletop here. That left leg reaches back and draw it through. Reach it back and draw it through with a slide or a slight lift. And find your foundations through hands, shin. Inhale to draw in. Exhale back. Strength through the back of the leg and core. Drive it through a little further forward. Let's do 2 more like this. Knee to chest. Last one, knee to chest and foot plants. Roll up through spine, arms sweep. Hands to heart and little lean. and come out. Slow and control. Press and squeeze. Last one. Nice. Hands back down. Hug that leg in, send it long. And then rebend, circles. Slow today. Does the other thigh try to wobble as you do this? Hug it in as if there was a ball there, like between the thighs, even though your one leg's moving. Two more in this direction. Keep the arch out of the low back. And other way. Long, deep breathing. 3, 2. Last circle, leg hugs and steps forward. Arms sweep, hands to heart. Little rock forward and back. Press through that back shin just as much as the front foot. It's deceptively challenging in some certain ways. One more time. Hands come down, send that leg back behind you, and then find a plank. Activate through the fronts of the legs. And hips up and back, downward facing dog. Roll forward with the body. Bend those knees to hover and send them high. If you like this. Last one. Very nice. Lower again onto those knees. Sink back into child's pose to release the wrists. Maybe interlace fingers if you'd like. Roll wrists. Cup the far side of the blocks if you have them, or slide those hands forward on the floor. And then roll up. That right leg, draw it in. Flex the foot and see if you can take it across the body here. This is tough. The leg comes to the right and the left. Your foot might drag on the floor. And then pause. Lengthen that left leg further behind you. And find your high pigeon, a strong pigeon where we press out of our foundations and hands could be on the earth, or maybe we lift up. We're pressing so strongly. And stay. Do what you will with the arms, if they're lifted. Make it a working pose. Another inhale. And exhale, hands down on the earth or to the blocks. Tuck back toes, lift the back knee. Suction cup in that right leg. Turn the knee to face forward, then turn the knee back out toward the right elbow. Just continue this. And then flex that foot, cross to the left and the right, and the left and the right. And then step through. High lunge. Warrior 2. Side angle. Left hand down, rotate toward the right leg. And and find your plank. And hips high, downward facing dog. And a nice scrape there when we want to lift the foot. Rock the head. And roll forward, chest through the arms, knees can lower. And find tabletop. That left leg. Draw it toward the chest. Flex the ankle. Take the leg across to the right and the left to any degree. Challenge yourself here. Two more. Last one. Find pigeon. Right leg slides back. Strengthen through the legs. Fingertips could be light or lifted. Here, we're not going too deep. It's functional. Arms reach up. If you'd like, draw them to heart. You can play with them. A few more breaths. Another inhale. Nice work. And exhale. Hands can come down to floor or blocks. Tuck back toes. Might need to wiggle that knee in. Ooh. To lift the knee, find your plank. Hips high, downward facing dog. Return to the plank. The left knee tight into chest. Flex the foot. Turn the legs. The shin is in line with the hands here. And then to the left and the right with the leg. More time to the right, to the left, and then hug the knee through center. Footsteps forward, find a lunge. And a warrior two. Side angle. And right hand down, rotate left. Hands to earth or blocks. Step into plank, activate through the fronts of the legs. Balls of foot toward back of rim. And hips high, downward facing dog. That right leg high into the sky. Draw it through and blade the shin in alignment with the wrists. Could again take the strong variation. If you want a more relaxed variation, go ahead. I like to continue to press out, but maybe lower onto forearms, but still have the active press of the legs. Protect the joints. Another breath in. And exhale to rise if you were lowered. Again, tuck those left toes, scooch in that knee, lift the knee, plank, down dog. Left leg high and draw it through. Set that shin down as you find pigeon on the opposite side. Again, this press out. Even if we lower. This protects that front knee. Another inhale. And exhale to rise. Hands can plant, blocks or floor. Step back into plank and hips high, downward facing dog. Roll forward and lower all the way onto the belly. Move anything that doesn't serve out of the way. And take that right hand to the right ankle, press the pelvis down. There still is activity here. That right shin presses into the foot presses back. Active stretch. Stay here. Maybe try a little bow, so a little lift up through upper spine if you'd like. And lower. Switch sides. Glass opposite ankle. Remember those counter forces. This shin's pressing into the foot presses back. Pelvis down. Perhaps a little bow. Extend through upper spine if you'd like. And release. Hands firm up into the earth as you sit hips toward heels, child's pose. Slide those hands in, maybe behind the body, lengthen through the fronts of the hips, and just take those legs in front. Nice and long here, a little more stretching. All tall spine, anchor through the pelvis, then lean. Maybe stay a little more active today. Could round or lean. Roll up through the spine. Legs slide in. Could roll into your side or maybe lower all the way through the spine and lengthen the arms and legs. Find your savasana. See if you can sense your breath all the way down toward the pelvis. As the diaphragms in the body move. Another breath into the pelvis. Exhale. So you slide those feet in, widen the feet, let the knees cave toward one another. They'll support each other here in a little triangle or mountain pose. Knee mountain. And hug knees toward chest. Roll onto one side and meet in seated, maybe without the arms, maybe with the arms. Can you find your seat? And hands to prayer. Thank you for this mobility practice. Hopefully you felt a little bit of strengthening too along the way. I did. Thank you for coming. Take care. Satnam. you liked this class, feel free to subscribe or share with a friend.